Washington, D.C., a city in the grip of a heat wave. Its households are bracing for higher electricity costs, and the government is trying to help. Kaylin Roach of the D.C. Sustainable Energy Utility does outreach to let especially lower-income residents know how tapping into communal solar projects like this one can help lower their bills.
So this is a 502 kilowatt system, and that services about 143 income qualified district households across the district. And these systems can help district residents save up to $500 off of their electricity bills a year.
The program, called Solar for All, essentially helps reduce electricity costs for low-income households by either directly installing solar panels on the roofs of beneficiaries or letting them subscribe to community solar facilities. The DC Sustainable Energy Utility says the aim is to get a 50% reduction in energy bills for 100,000 households by 2032.
I especially like community solar because it really throws open the doors access-wise. Because it doesn't matter, how old your roof is or if your property is shaded, anybody can participate in it.
The way that our program operates in terms of making sure that the funds are helping to incentivize installers and developers so that they have resources needed to make it economically viable and also spur on more innovation and more participation in the solar field.
And the local program is about to get a huge federal financing boost via the Greenhouse Gas Reduction Fund, created by the White House's signature piece of legislation, the Inflation Reduction Act. Thomas Bartholomew is Associate Director for Policy and Compliance with the D.C. Department of Energy and Environment.
With the Inflation Reduction Act, Congress and the Biden administration saw that this would be a great model for them to invest in as well. And they've taken $7 billion and they've made awards all across the country. So every state is going to get its own Solar for All program. So we were lucky enough to get one of those awards. We're getting a little over $62 million. And we plan to help something like 19,000 more households through those investments.
Cherise Perry Russell is one resident hopeful the program can help her rein in her costs.
I just found out about the program, about the solar program to save energy. I don't know, none of my neighborhood or my community didn't know about the free solar panels to save energy. So we all got on it.
The neighborhood's residents mostly acknowledge there is help available, but say more can be done.
I know they got programs for, to help people. They do stuff, but I feel like some people can't get to them programs and some people don't have enough money to do what they need to do. But a little bit more can help out.
They do help you with electricity, utilities, but no, they're not doing enough to keep them down as far as a steady rate.
Legislation that would step up these forms of assistance is not without its critics. Presidential candidate Donald Trump has vowed to reverse the Inflation Reduction Act.
It's certainly a possibility, given what candidate Trump has said about these and other programs. Well, Congress and the president can always change the laws. That is how that all works. I do think that the idea behind the Inflation Reduction Act is a really good idea, and the idea of incentivizing clean energy. And I think it's hard to defeat a good idea in the end.
In this election, it will be up to voters to decide what is a good idea and who has them. Cherise Perry Russell says she's undecided.
Oh, nope. I'm doing my research as they come. I'm doing my research as they come.
After a scorching summer of campaigning sets up the election in the fall, many here hope solar is here to stay, whatever the political weather.